Blessed evening to each and everyone. Welcome to Anything Goes with DJ Happy on GCCF. Dito muna, ayan, that's right. Dito muna tayo mga viewers dyan sa inyong mga tahanan. Kung kayo ay nasa inyong mga workplace pa, no, kahit Saturday ngayon, may mga nagwo-work pa rin, di ba? Sa inyong mga workplaces, minsan sa work din, mga work from home employees dyan. Magandang gabi po sa inyo at sa mga nag-dinner na po sa mga oras na ito at kasalukuyang katatapos lang sa inyong mga hapunan na baka ngayon kayo ay nagko-coffee. Wow, I like that. Oh, ang ganda po nun, ano? Isang mapagpalang gabi po sa inyong lahat and welcome ulit dito po sa Anything Goes with DJ Happy on GCCF. Dito muna. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. First of all, gusto ko rin pong pasalamatan ang ating Anything Goes crew. First up po, si Miss Mara Panganiban, ang ating New Ministries Chairperson. Si Mr. Jen Mendillo and Mr. EJ Mahipus, ang ating Executive Producers. Si Mr. Ryan De La Serna, ang ating napakahusay na Director. Si Mr. Sean Abela, ang ating Multimedia Chairperson, and last but not the least, ang ating Administrative Pastor. Walang iba po kundi si Reverend Rani Jacinto. Maraming salamat po. Good evening po sa inyong lahat. Isang mapagpalang gabi po muli sa ating lahat. Alright. Also, I would like to thank our partners, our donors. Unang-una po, Wingspired Unlimited Chicken Wings and Chicken Pops, Luminosa Health and Wellness Products, and last but not the least, RCA Build Pro, redefining collaborative architecture. Maraming salamat po sa ating mga partners. God bless you all. All right. Now moving on, we have again another special guest for this evening. At introduce ko ulit siya ng basic lang po, yung very brief lang po kasi ang totoo po nito, napakarami po niyang achievements. Very successful po ang kanyang buhay. Role model din po siya. Totoo po yan. She is a role model po inside and outside the church. Talaga pong isa rin siyang mahusay po na mentor. Unang-una po, she is an entrepreneur. Wow! Kaya mukhang usapang usapang business. Talagang interesting, alright? And number two, she is also a branch manager of Sun Life Philippines. Wow! Kaya wag na po natin patagalin, no? Give it up! Please welcome for Miss Josephine Pamintuan. Alright. Welcome po, Tita Josie, dito po sa Anything Goes with DJ Happy on GCCF. Alright. Kamusta po kayo?
Ay, mabuti, DJ Happy. Ako'y happy rin dahil nakikita ko itong kapaligiran natin. At magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Yeah. At sa ibang lugar ng daigdig, magandang umaga, magandang hapon, kung saan man kayo naroroon. Huwag na natin palampasin itong ating interview at maraming palagay ko ang itatanong sa akin ni DJ Happy. Abangan po natin yan.
Meron ba feeling of pressure, no, Tita Josie? Baka wala naman siguro, wala naman.
Nabigla nga ako eh. Wala sa usapan yata natin yung ano. Pero anyway, all the time prepared naman tayo.
Alright. Tsaka I'm very confident po talaga, no? Talagang sabi ko nga kanina, isa ka po kayong mahusay talaga na role model at mentor sa lahat po ng ages, no? Kahit sa mga kabataan, sa mga young professionals, kahit sa mga adults and seniors. Nako, wala pong mintis. Napakahusay po na mentor nitong ating special guest po, si Tita Josie Pamintuan, as we fondly call her. Ngayon, Tita Josie, sa mga katulad namin, na siyempre, kilala ko na po kayo, pati mga friends nyo po, kilala kayo. Pero gusto namin malaman, kasi alam namin, marami pa kaming malalaman all about you and your family. Ngayon, tell us more about yourself.
Wow, parang tinuro mo rin sa akin yung aking isasagot ngayon. Yung sinabi mo kanina, I go along with the young, and I love to mingle with the folks.
Wow.
So whatever generation, I'm always happy with them. Because people really excite me, and I put meaning in the works or the activities that we do, and that is beautiful in the sight of the Lord.
Amen. Ang ganda naman, ano? Talagang nakaka-inspire yung yung sinabi ni Tita Josie. By the way, mga viewers, hindi ko pala nabanggit sa aking introduction, aking brief introduction about her. Si Tita Josie ay isa ring mahusay na mga awit. Alright, yes. Talagang mahusay po na mga awit si Tita Josie. She is a singer po, vocalist po siya.
Katulad mo.
At mamaya po, meron po siyang ihahandog na song para po sa ating lahat. Alright, Tita Josie, again, yun nga, nakwento mo all about yourself na siyempre, konti pa lang yon. Pero gusto ko itanong ito, Tita Josie, ano po ba ang pinagkakaabalahan mo ngayon sa panahon ngayon? Let's say, sige, work muna.
First and foremost, agency leader and branch manager ako of Sun Life of Canada, Philippines. I have less than 200 people, managers and advisors, strategically distributed nationwide. And we keep on expanding actually. And I'd like to see more leaders in my team. And, I have been 3 decades DJ Happy in my organization.
Wow.
And the more that I am enamored to many of the things that we do, and we teach to the young and the old as well to know more about financial literacy.
Yes.
At ako rin ay busy sa ating church. Alam mo naman yan, di ba? Busy tayo sa ating church. No matter how busy I am, the church is still comfortable with my services. The reason why they have that big and Herculean project for me, and this is the construction of the multi-purpose building project of Central Church. And we have been loud on that. In fact, we have been doing some kind of wonderful activities that would generate funds to fund that project. And you're asking for more, right? I am also active in my Rotary Club. Yeah, I'm an officer there, and we do a lot of outreach works, and also we raise funds for the marginalized and the less fortunate. And of course, I'm also happy and active in a school because of my PhD ongoing program. That is really helping me a lot in doing more for my organization, and that has been ongoing. And of course, I'm happy with my family and my clan, Pakudan clan. Well, there are lots actually, and if I would call myself as hindi napapagod, well, some others would tell me so. Bakit hindi ka napapagod?
So, do you consider yourself, Tita Josie, as a workaholic?
Not really, because I enjoy what I do. As if I am just playing. My husband would tell me, hindi ka ba napapagod dyan? Para kang nakatilt na ganon, yung tipto. Hindi ka ba napapagod dyan? Hindi ka ba nangangalay dyan? But I'm not. If I don't do this, maybe that will be the time that I would be acquainted to, lousiness or not being able to really contribute anymore. Kaya my activity would show my way of using my God-given talents and gifts.
Yes, that's so true, Tita Josie. Totoo po yan. Kaya ko po natanong sa inyo, kasi usually sa panahon natin ngayon, of course, ang dami nating kailangan grinding tayo.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Sa buhay natin. In order for us to survive sa panahon natin ngayon, talagang grind ka, 'di ba? Hindi lang pwede yung isang trabaho lang. Kailangan dalawa at kailangan meron ka pang ibang source of income, para to sustain, 'di ba?
Pero DJ Happy, kailangan para hindi ka napapagod sa iyong ginagawa, dapat you love this. You love doing it.
Yes.
And you are purposeful in every way that would allow you endorse some kind of support for the good of others. Hindi ka mapapagod talaga eh. Pero if you call this as a gainful income, pagkain lang ng pamilya mo, and that is all, na ganyan, madali kang mapagod. The work becomes a drudgery. And whatever you plan for in life becomes futile.
That's so true. And yun nga po, no, kailangan balance din po tayo, no. Talagang kailangan, busy talaga tayo. Lagi tayo may ginagawa, mayroon tayong work to provide for ourselves and of course para sa ating family. Pero wag nating kakalimutan na meron din kailangan tayong panahon na magpahinga. Totoo po yun, no? A time din na para tayo ay mag-enjoy, 'di ba? At mag-relax. Kasi mahirap po talaga rin yung puro ka na work. Talaga yon. Yung, let's say, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, puro work. Mahirap po yun. Why? This is true, Kasi ang bibigay talaga dyan, body mo. Totoo yan. Your mind may be willing, di ba totoo yun eh? Your mind may be willing na kaya mong gawin yung gusto mong gawin, iniisip mo, pero yung body natin, may limitation talaga yan eh. Pag walang pahinga ang body natin, through too much work, di ba? Overworking, hindi rin niya kakayanin. Kaya, in the end, in the long run, magiging problema mo rin, actually, yung pagiging sobrang sipag mo, di ba? Kasi yung mapinaghirapan mo, mapupunta lang din sa, which is, I think, di ba, somehow it's somewhat of a cycle din yan eh. Pag bumigay na yung body mo, siyempre yung mga pinaghirapan mo rin, let's say 50% para mapupunta lang din sa pagpapagamot mo, yung gano'n, kung nagkaroon ka na ng karamdaman and all that stuff. Ngayon, Tita Josie, what can you say about, eto nga, sabi ko, usapang business, so entrepreneurship. Ako, I am very interested, no, talaga. Sa mga baguhan po, let's say, yung ngayon pa lang po sila magi-start to invest. So, yung sinasabi kong investment, it can be anything. Basta yung magi-invest sila, no, para sa financially na lang, sige. Para sa kanilang future, usually, yan naman ang goal nila, no? Ano ang may papayo mo sa kanila?
Well, sa panahon ngayon, we have gone through global pandemic, and what is next is that you now face realities. Di ba, naubusan tayo ng pera?
Yeah.
Tumaas ang inflation rate. So therefore, we almost have exhausted our earnings. So the idea is for us to recover, right? Now, ano ang kaparaanan para mabawi mo, ma-recover mo, yung losses mo, out from spending a lot, especially at the height of lockdown. Alam mo, dapat tumingin ka sa mga instruments na magbibigay sa'yo ng payout.
Oh, yeah.
Ang uso ngayon ay guaranteed returns, Happy. Kasi yung mga investment natin nung araw, syempre naapektuhan tayo ng gera, ng pandemic, so nagbabaan. So that is the valuation of assets or the funds. Given that, many of our investors have been worried about not having this anymore. Pero may paraan para makabawi. And that is to see the index. The index now is getting higher, but not so much. It has not been abrupt, slowly lang, but somehow it's gaining its height. When you see that the index is low, pumasok ka na.
Yeah.
Pumasok ka na. Kasi marami kang mabibili. You can buy at discounted prices, inventory sale. Ngayon kung tumataas siya, papasok ka pa rin. Pero tignan mo, mas marami kang bibilhin pag mababang presyo. So, ang index ngayon is running 6.7 or 6.9.
Yeah.
It came from 6.3 and 6.2. So, yung mga pumasok ng 6.2, panalo na sila ngayon. Kasi 6.7, 6.9 na eh, di ba? Pero, ang forecast is that pupunta pa sa 7.3. So therefore, pag bumili ka ngayon na kahit 6.9 siya, by 7.3, panalo ka na naman. O, di ba? But even then, that must not dissuade you from not buying or investing. Kasi nga, as you put in more, even if it's down or up, That is what we call peso cost averaging.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Okay.
Kaya kung halimbawa you leave that at a vacuum situation na wala ka nang binantayan kundi yung pagbaba ng presyo, doon ako mag-invest, sabi ni Tita Josie. Hindi rin eh. Kailangan kahit high, low, or in the middle, maglagay ka lang. Peso cost averaging works best para mas mataas pa rin yung peso valuation mo or dollar valuation mo in the end.
Wow. Very informative, technical na technical, pero I'm sure sa mga viewers natin na ano yan eh, naiintindihan yan. Ako somehow talagang I try to understand talaga. Nakakaintindi naman ako somehow yung ganyan. Ito very well said Tita Josie. Ito may isa rin akong tanong. What can you say about this? Yung ganitong situation, let's say I am an investor, I will invest magbibigay ako ng presyo kunyari. I will invest, let's say, 1 million pesos, di ba? Mag-invest ako ng ganon. Of course, usually sa mga investors, lalo na yung mga hindi pa naman experience, di ba? Yung mga baguhan pa lang, ang iniisip syempre nila agad, pag nag-invest sila ng malaki, kailangan malaki din yung, di ba? Yung returns agad. Usually ganon yung mindset ng common people yung typical. Ngayon, halimbawa, I am an investor, I invested 1 million and I am expecting higher returns or bigger returns, yung pag-grow nung investment ko. Pero ang reality, syempre hindi siya agad ganung kalaki, 'di ba? It takes time, which is true. It takes time. This is now my question, Talagang very isolated yung question ko na to. Meron po bang chance or possibility na let's say nag-invest ka ng ganyang sum of money, amount ng money na yon, 1 million, tapos ang mababalik mo agad is yung malaki talaga kahit hindi ganun katagal. Is that possible sa natin?
Nabanggit ko nga kanina, DJ Happy, yung guaranteed payout na uso ngayon, hindi katagal, masasagot po rin yan. Kasi these are the situations in my company where they collab with big investment houses abroad. So lately we have the Sun Peso Maximizer that is being invested in 7 years and it gets to be paid out yung kanyang return every year.
Yeah.
Oh, di ba? It gives a yield, it provides a yield of 4.4 from 4 up to 4.5. And on the 7th year, it will be increased more by huge or better return. And on the end of the 7th year time, the principal is returned to the investor. The idea about is manahimik ka na kasi guaranteed yung pera mo. Hindi katulad doon na nag-invest ka ay pag halimbawa bumaba siya, nagagalit ka sa financial advisor. Ngayon matutuwa ka na. Gusto mo bang i-credit na lang ng Sun Life yung returns mo every year or gusto mong i-deliver ko? Birin mo, 7 years ako magdi-deliver without fail. And then expect the return of your money or your principal without any deduction at all on the 7th year. So we have that in both SLOCP or Sun Life of Canada Philippines Incorporated or our LUMSI counterpart, the Sun Life Asset Management Company Incorporated. We have those even in a closer period like monthly. O, di ba? Sa SLOCP meron tayong yearly, sa LUMSI meron tayong monthly. Sometimes it is even higher so that it gives 5.5% return. Di ba?
Yeah.
Saan ka? So therefore, tinatawagan ko ang madlang people na makakasama, pwede na tayo makarecover through payout funds and through a guaranteed arrangement with Sun Life in that it will return the full principal while it manages to pay an even monthly or yearly distribution.
Yan. Okay na kayo. Malinaw na malinaw. So, Tita Josie, what about itong sitwasyon na to? So, nag-invest ako, let's say, 7-year plan, ganon. Let's say, yung example lang yon. Ngayon, yung sa, bago pa umabot ng 7 years na yon, mga, let's say, yung third year pa lang, tuloy-tuloy syempre, third year pa lang, so nagkaroon ako ng problema financially, yung talagang, let's say, talagang na drain, no, yung resources ko, wala akong resources. Then kailangan ko ngayon itong resources na to. Kaya ko bang i-retrieve yung ininvest ko na yon anytime?
Well, pera mo yon, DJ Happy. Walang problema. Kaya lang, there will be diminution from your money. What do I say? Kasi it has been installed and it has been administered and managed well in a particular fund and put out for investment around the world. Tapos bigla mong binakli. Di syempre magsasuffer yung system. So given that, well, may babalik yung pera mo with some deductions.
Yeah. Pero yun nga, no, kasi yung mga usually, yung let's say sa mga viewers natin ngayon, no, na nagtatanong yan, nag-iisip sila ng ganon. Yan yung typical common talaga yan na iniisip ng mga gusto pumasok sa ganyang investment yung ito ba anytime halimbawa nangailangan ako pwede ko bang makuha diba yung mga ganun, yun ang usually very common yan. Naging ganyan din ako noon somehow noon pero yun nga in-explain nga ni Tita Josie, nakukuha mo, but of course meron deductions kasi unang-una I think may tax din kasi yan, di ba?
Well, just like the bank, kung halimbawa nag-withdraw ka, may talagang corresponding charges yan. At pag withdraw mo yung interest mo, meron ding withholding interest. Sa Sun Life naman, meron ding ganun, holding period, mga 5 years. So in some of our funds, that is being held 5 years, holding siya. So might as well, meron akong gustong paalalahanan sa ating mga viewers. Kung mag-invest ka kasi, isipin mo na that is a forgotten money. Kasi if you would really do some sort of financial planning in your leading your family or your economic life, kailangan talaga, number one, kung alin man ang pwede mong dukutin, ATM, bangko, 3 months, 6 months, sige, okay lang. There should be a fund for that. Kasi that is for the basic needs di ba? Food, clothing, shelter, education, yan. Ngayon, meron ding syempre, longer held, kept for savings. O pwede mong itago sa time deposit. Okay. Pwede mong itago sa mutual fund, no? Market securities, pwede yung mga yon na well, can be available after 1 year siguro. Kung gusto mong patubuin muna at gamitin yung kanyang function as an invested money or save money. Pero kapag nag-invest ka for a longer term, usually, DJ Happy, ang investment ay sinasabing setting aside for the future. Like for instance, for your retirement, many would say na nakapag-retire na sila, enough na yung GSIS or yung Provident Fund nila. How would they know na that would be enough? Kung ka-retire lang nila, biglang nagkasakit, naubos ka agad. Sabi nga nila, kapapasok pa lang sa hospital, mayaman, mapera. Paglabas, ubos lahat, simot. Niwala na sila makitang pwedeng gawing liquid, no? Diba? So, the idea is, when you invest, think of long term because that will be for your eventual retirement upkeep, no? Retirement fund use. And then that will really allow you to go on living with dignity and with independence apart from being dependent from your manugang, from your children. Kawawa naman sila, nakikiagaw ka pa sa pwede nilang pagpapaaral sa mga anak nila or something to improve their lives or make a decent living. So given that, think also of the projects, hindi lang yung retirement. What is the aspiration of the family? There should be some kind of preservation done to the estate or to the asset. So therefore, those are necessary so that if there will be an immediate happening in the future, just like death in the family or sickness, at least yung future na inaingatan mong mga property mo ay na-preserve. And that will really make the family more than united because they have something to keep in memory of their departed loved ones.
Wow. Very well said, no, Tita Josie. Totoo po yan, ano. Yung information po na binigay ninyo, napakalinaw actually, no. Well, it all ends up pa rin sa yung sa people, di ba? Kasi yung mga viewers natin, let's say yung mga may interesado sa ganitong sitwasyon, gusto nyo mag-invest, no? Nasa inyo pa rin po naman po talaga yan, di ba? Nasa inyo yan. It's your decision kasi unang-una, lahat po tayo may kanya-kanya tayong buhay, may kanya-kanya tayong pamilya, di ba? May kanya-kanya tayong storya sa ating mga buhay. Kaya it all goes down sa decision nyo pa rin po yan. So, ito pong inyo pong ang sinishare po ni Tita Josie is one of the better ways, 'di ba, on how to invest, 'di ba, your hard-earned, 'di ba, yung cash or dough, 'di ba, yung mga ganon. Kasi tayo nasa Pilipinas tayo, of course, no, Tita Josie. Philippines, alam mo naman, syempre, 'di ba? Talagang ang buhay dito is pag ganon. Wag rin nating isasabihin lagi na ang hirap naman dito sa Pilipinas, 'di ba? Laging ganoon eh. Ang hirap naman lagi dito, wala na bang pagbabago sa Pilipinas and all that, etc., etc. Hindi lang po lagi doon eh. Kasi noong pa naman po talaga dapat sanay na tayo bilang Pilipino sa sitwasyon ng ating bansa. 'Di ba? Kailangan sa panahon ngayon, let's say wag na sabihin yung generation ngayon, 'di ba? Kasi ngayon pa lang sila. Pero yung mga nauna, mga older generations, dapat sanay na tayo. Alam na natin na mahirap na nga dito sa bansa natin, 'di ba? Mahirap ang cost of living, 'di ba? Ang way of life dito. Kahit meron tayong work, most of the time hindi siya enough eh. 'Di ba? Yung sinasahod natin, yung salaries natin, kulang po yan, which is true, totoo po yan. Lahat po tayo relate dyan. Ngayon, ano yung gagawin natin? Lifestyle, di ba? Lifestyle na rin. Kung alam mong maliit lang yung sinisweldo mo, alam mong maliit lang yung kinikita mo, hindi ganun kalaki, kailangan yung output mo, expenses mo, hindi laging sumusobra. Di ba? Totoo po yun. Ngayon, meron kasi tayong Pilipino, sinasabi natin, bakit ba? Kaya nga ako nagtatrabaho eh. Kaya nga ako nagpapagod eh. Di ba? We only live once, yung mga ganun, di ba? You only live once. Gusto ko naman enjoyin yung fruits of my labor. Well, that's well and good. Okay lang po yun. Nasa inyo po yun. Pero isipin po natin, sabi nga ni Tita Josie, yung long term. Di ba? Yung future proof. Na pagdating ng future, ano ka na? Di ba? Parang ganon. Nabanggit nga ni Tita Josie ngayon, yung retirement. Di ba? So, yung retirement, ibig sabihin, umabot ka na sa point na ikaw ay naging senior na at nag-retire ka na sa work mo. Ngayon, umabot ka sa ganong stage, ibig sabihin nun, dapat well-equipped ka na. Di ba, no? Tama po, no, Tita Josie? So, kailangan pa lang, bago ka umabot sa stage na yon na ikaw ay senior na or yung magre-retire ka na or retired ka na, kailangan, nung bata ka pa, nag-build ka na. Diba? Nag-establish ka na, in-establish mo na yung sarili mo at yung future ng family, lahat kayo. Tama no? Tama po no, Tita Josie. Ano pong maidadagdag niyo doon?
Yeah, tama yung mga sinasabi mo, DJ Happy. Ang nakakalungkot, kahit alam na natin ito na dapat paghandaan, ay ating isipin na hindi naman lahat ay nakakakita ng magandang paraan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yung tinatawag na financial literacy that we cascade in my company and some other insurance companies as well. So our purpose is to really educate the buying public, to let them know that there are ways to safekeep, to expand your money, to make a growing of your wealth or what you have earned in your lifetime. And that is a way to be done by the financial advisor, the solicitor, or anybody. Of course, I am that one. So we tend to really reach the masses, the larger public, so that once they would know about this, they would necessarily extend these beautiful ideas to their comrades, to their family. Kaya nga DJ Happy, alam mo nung nagsimula ako dito sa Sun Life, nung I was age 25, I made it a point to understand what is this life insurance all about. I was very young then. I am the youngest in the family. I wouldn't know how to care for a family because syempre, bunso nga ako, sakitin pa. At yung mga kapatid ko, nag-aaral na sila dito sa Manila. Si parents ko, negosyante, mother ko was teaching. So talagang wala kaming baby sa bahay. I wouldn't know how to care yung mga ganyan, especially when one is sick. So therefore, when I started being in this, what I decided to do is to ask my prospective client, what do you care for? What are your plans for your family? What are suddenly the dismal state of the family? Parang natututo ako sa kanila. By asking question, I would know the situation of a family. When I have learned all about this, it was through their language that I used and conveyed this to my prospective or to my repeat clientele. So I started educating them about life insurance, about fund accumulation, wealth accumulation, and preservation of properties as well as businesses. I really made good in those studies, so much so that I decided to go abroad for the $1 Million Roundtable and have done it repeatedly because it's through that one that where I expanded my learnings on this that I would see my benefit as a licensed financial advisor and would be able to relate well to them because I am one authorized to discuss this matter with them. And so God has sent me to these people that would listen to me, yung mga families and business people and those retired balikbayans, a lot really listened to me. I really didn't expect that I would really make much in the city because I came from the province. But because of the idea that I would want to impart, extend, enlighten, inspire every one of those I am faced with, God has gifted me the tongue, the communication skill, the wonders of this suggestion or the story on life insurance that have made me and allowed me see the problems of these larger masses, and then I have been able to effectively distribute these tools to them. And then when I have started to be developing my teams as well as my agency, you know, my company has entrusted me a lot of responsibilities, and that has given me idea to be more than purposeful and invite some leaders that I began to empower them and then empower also their respective recruits and clientele as well. And that really made good in the announcement or the cascading of this literacy program of the company.
Wow, thank you so much, Tita Josie. Now, moving on, no? Naisip ko lang din, ano? Being so successful in life, no? Nagkaroon ba ng lowest point ang iyong buhay sa sarili mo and your family? Ano yun? Kung meron man.
Marami, DJ Happy.
At least one po.
Sabi nga nila, kapag naglilingkod ka sa Panginoon,
yes,
at nalaman ng palataya, kuminsan ikaw pa yung mas maraming problema. Mas maraming problema. How you manage these circumstances in your life depends upon how deep is your faith.
Yeah.
So, alam mo, DJ Happy, nung bata pa ako, nakita ko yung mother ko nagtatight.
Yes.
Sa pagtatight, nakita ko rin sa kanya yung rakem-rakem. Kasi Ilocano kami. And si mother, nauso sa mga ka-Ilocanohan, yung rakem-rakem. E de, pag halimbawa may 1 kilo na binabaluran nila yan, nilalagyan yan value. Kung halimbawa 1 kilo is kunwari, nung panahon na yun, 20 pesos, mga ganun, or 10 piso. Yun ang ibibigay niya sa church as her pledge, na ganyan. In addition to her tithing. So lumaki ako na natutong mag-tithe. Well, I can also understand that my dad, before he started his business venture, he used to be a professor and part-time pastor. Kaya magkakasama sa pamilya yung ganyang regularly we talk about tithing. So nung pumunta na ako dito sa Manila, it was then that I had the liberty of giving a lot for my churches. My church in the province, my church here in Manila, dito sa Central Church. Ang bilis ng pasok ng pera sa akin. Napakabilis. Kung sabihin ko nga, parang nakakapagod magbilang ng pera noon.
Wow.
Dahil hindi ka sanay eh. Hindi ka sanay. Ibig sabihin, meron namang binibigay yung parents ko.
Papaypay muna ako.
Yun nga eh. Just to compare it, yung talagang you did not have much. Pero ito, ang dami mong na, makipag-usap ka lang. Meron ka agad 50,000. Konti lang na gano'n. Mababa na yung 20,000. Ilang minuto mo lang ginawa. Kasi you have that intention of helping the family. And when the families listen to you, they will give much.
Yeah.
They will give more than what they have expected to deal with in negotiation with me. So, dahil sa laki ng binibilang ko noon na ganyan, tight dito, tight doon, ini-spread ko yung mga tight ko eh. At pinupuntahan din ako ng mga kasamahan ko sa provincial churches ko noon. Pupunta sila dito sa Manila para makasiguro sila makuha nila yung tithe ko. Kaya nagche-check ako sa kanila bukod sa binibigay ko sa Central Church. Alam mo, DJ Happy, ang taas ng momentum ko, ang taas ng pinapakita ng Diyos na returns. Yeah. Binalik niya lahat sa akin yon. Yung mga dapat mong isiping magpapatayo ka ng bahay pag meron ka ng 10, 20 years, hindi eh. Year 1 pa lang ako sa aking trabaho, nagpapatayo na ako ng bahay. Wow. At in 2 years, mababayaran mo yung million mong utang na yon. 2 years, di ba usually mga 10 years? Least na yung 5 years. With that amount. Oo. So, ngayon na-experience ko. Tapos, bili dyan, bili dito. Eh, hindi lang pala ganon. Kailangan ding tingnan mo kung nasusustain. Bakit? Kasi minsan, naisip ko, ang laki-laki ng tithe ko. Ang laki-laki ng tithe ko. Ano kaya? Bawasan ko kaya yung tithe ko.
Ganon?
Bawasan ko kaya yung tithe ko. Kasi ang laki-laki eh. Tapos binawasan ko, wala naman pagsubok sa buhay ko. Anong pagsubok? Tapos malaki pa rin. Sabi kong gano'n, malaki pa rin. Bawasan ko nga.
parang may hinayang.
Ginawa kong 1/4. Adi, okay na. Wala na akong pag-aalilangan.
Yes, yes.
Nung binawasan ko, naging 1/4 na lang yung dating 100% and more. Napansin ko, biglang napahirapan ako.
Oh, yeah.
Parang yung wisdom ba, di ba? Parang hindi na ganun katalas yung wisdom na previously you had that. Because that is a grace, di ba?
Yes.
Yung wisdom. Parang naliko yung mga investment ko. Lumiko eh. Yung mga decision making ko, naging ganun.
So dumating po sa point na yung tinatawag na nagkaroon kayo ng bad investment decisions.
Oo. Na bigla, ganun.
Opo.
So dahil sa nabigla-bigla, ang lalaki ng dapat mong i-amortize or dagdagan dito kasi umaandar na yung mga ganun. Parang, teka muna, ba't hindi ko na maapuhunanan to? Bakit parang nagiging anemic na to? Parang hindi na masyadong binabantay ng mga tao ito, yung mga ganun. Siguro, pati yung sources of income ko, naapektuhan na rin. Pati yung momentum ko, hindi na rin kasing aggressive ako. Ang daming naapektuhan sa akin. So, dumating ako sa point na, teka muna, pati yung amortization ko ng mga invested something ko na dapat mong kapitalan dahil it is a borrowed money, hindi mo na makapitalan. So therefore, naka-pledge yung mga properties mo, di syempre ipo-foreclose. Di ba?
Yeah, opo. Yeah.
Pag pin-foreclose yung mga properties mo, di ba, diyan ka nagsimula, diyan ka nagbigay ng matinding pagtatrabaho, at yung dapat na ine-enjoy ng pamilya mo, nilagay mo pa rin sa business na yan. So, dumating yung point, DJ Happy, na umiiyak ako. Oo, umiiyak ako.
So, I can assure, grabe yung stress nyo nun. Huh?
Well, na-manage ko rin, kaya lang umiiyak ako.
Yeah, okay.
Dahil sinisisi ko yung sarili ko. Because naalala ko, meron pala akong hindi binigay. And that is yung tithe ko. And then, pati yung kuya ko, hinahanapan na ako ng borrower, ng lender, ng creditor, para lang mabayaran ko yung mga amortizations. So when I came back to my senses, sabi ko nagkamali ako. Siguro nire-rebuke na ako ng Panginoon dahil sa meron akong hindi magandang ginawa. So I found myself very much guilty about what happened and what I did. So again, I went back to tithing.
Yeah.
Kahit maliit na lang na naapektuhan yung aking income, sige, kung anong equivalent na 10%, ibibigay mo. And then I immediately recovered. And I saw that the Lord was really communicating with me. And that was powerful. And the Lord made me realize na itong mga resources na to, yung mga nakikita mong kayamanan na hindi mo naman hinihingi. In fact, I was even telling everyone, especially the pastors, na I'm so thankful, Pastor, because I'm receiving blessings I thought I would not be receiving or I never expected. Bakit ngayon nawawala?
Yeah.
Diba? Just because of tithing.
Yeah.
Oo. I corrupted it and necessarily I have to really realize that it was wrong. So, kailangan, baguhin ko na yan. And then,
Huwag pong bawasan.
Oo. At saka isa pa, kailangan i-announce ko yun.
Yeah.
Yung mga sacrifices kung gano'n, hindi ka dapat mahiya. At kailangan i-encourage mo, lalo na yung mga income earners, na mag-tithe. Kahit halimbawa ang earning nila ay 10,000 lang, at least 10% is how much? 1,000, di ba? Huwag na lang panghinayangan yan. Dahil may babalik din ng Panginoon. Much more. Liglig, umaapaw.
That's true. Ito, gusto ko lang i-add up, Tita Josie. So, yung pag-uusapan kasi natin is entrepreneurship. Yan. So, usapang business. So, pupunta naman na medyo ko lang din. Meron kasi siyempre yung usual na business, yung selling tayo, di ba? Selling na may product talaga, may tangible, yeah. Tangible things, yan. Ngayon, pareho lang po yan actually, no? Ito lang po yung iisipin lagi natin. Kailangan meron tayong determination, di ba? Sometimes you have to take the risk actually. Totoo po yan. Kasi sa buhay po natin, whether you like it or not, if you don't take the risk or a risk in life, ganun din yun di ba? Ibig sabihin, may darating ka pa rin na challenges sa buhay mo, di ba? It can be good, it cannot be good, di ba? Kaya habang nabubuhay ka, kung ano yung kaya mong gawin, di ba? Gawin mo, maganda man yan na let's say, gusto mong para sa ikabubuti, gawin mo yan. Ito hindi ka sasama mo, siyempre huwag mong gagawin yan, di ba? Pero everything na gagawin mo, laging isipin mo sa ikabubuti mo. And investing, lagi yan, investing is always a good thing. Di ba? Whether nag-i-invest ka sa intangible or sa tangible, yung mga normal na businesses, di ba? Yung mga food business, yung mga gadget business, yung mga ganyan, pareho rin yan Kaya ka pumapasok dyan, ano yung goal mo, di ba? To grow. Para sa pamilya mo yan, para sa welfare ng buong pamilya mo yan. Kaya, bakit ka matatakot, di ba? Sometimes you have to take the risk, no? Take the challenge. Magkaroon ka ng lakas ng loob, di ba? Kasi ganun din yun Let's say, nag-impok ka ng maraming, let's say, resources, no? Money. Kung nakaganon lang yun, ano mangyayari, di ba? Sooner or later, mauubos lang yan. That's so true. Totoo po yan. Yung nakatago lang yan, mauubos yan sooner or later, no? Pero ito lang, iba nagsasabi, hindi, matagal pa yan. Kasi yung iba sabi, malaki naman, meron akong savings, malaki yan. Hindi mauubos yan, gano'n. Hindi sigurado yon. Darating ka sa point na yon kung wala kang ginagawa. No? That is so true. Kaya investing is always a good thing. No? Kaya napakaganda po, no, Tita Josie, na mga ibinahagi mo, no, sharing mo about investing, no, about entrepreneurship, no, yung paano natin gagamitin ang ating mga resources para sa ikabubuti natin at sa pamilya natin, and of course sa future ng lahat-lahat. Ngayon, napakaganda rin po ng ibinahagi, no, shinare nyo sa amin. Yun nga, yung parang yun yung pinaka one of the lowest point ng buhay mo, no, na biggest challenge, no, yung kinuwento mo. Totoo po yun eh. Nung pinapakinggan ko si Tita Josie, parang wow, parang napakabigat nun, di ba? Ang hirap nun. Paano mo siya yung minsan saan ka magsisimula? Parang ganon. Pero yun nga, because of Tita Josie's faithfulness no, sa Panginoon, tingnan mo yan, ang Panginoon bibigyan talaga tayo ng wisdom, no? Kung paano natin gagampanan yan, paano natin isosolve, no? Kaya yung sa mga lahat ng problema na dinadana natin, hindi tayo nagsosolve niyan. Unang-una ang Panginoon, di ba? The Lord is granting us wisdom kung ano yung dapat nating gawin. Kaya hayaan nating ibigay natin sarili natin sa Panginoon. Let God decide, let God direct our lives, no, yung steps natin sa buhay. And maganda yun it shows sa kwento ni Tita Josie ngayong gabing ito.
Nabanggit mo rin kanina na some people tend to be risk takers, no? Risk takers, na kailangan ba talaga yan or what? Kung halimbawa hindi mo naman ginamit yan, baka sayang yung opportunity. Kaya papasok yung calculated risk, no? Pero tayo mga Kristiyano, isipin natin yung yung kasabihan na trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him and He will direct your path. Proverbs 3:5 or 6. So, yung pagkakataon na ganyan, yung dismal state of my life, hindi ko hindi ko pinagdasal Pumasok ako sa isang kontrata na mabilis lang, spur of the moment. I was just accompanying kumare to make a borrowing. Sa akin, times 6, pumirma ako. So that was a situation in my life na it was very, very risky. I could have asked the Lord, Lord, if it is thy will, empower me. Hindi, yung understand, kasi alam ko, magaling akong magnegosyo. Alam ko, marunong ako magtago ng pera, mag-allocate, mag-budget. Yung pala, doon ako natira. Kaya ang point ko, in every project that you will handle or manage, you have to really open to the Lord. Trust in Him na ikaw ay bibigyan niya ng lakas, ng dunong, ng wisdom. And pagpapala na, yan, ikaw ay para dyan. At hindi ka mapapariwara.
Wow! Alright, meron tayong maririnig na awitin from our very special guest na si Tita Josie Pamintuan, dahil isa rin po siyang mga awit. At atin pong marinig itong song na to, Just For You.
I love you, Lord, for your mercy never failed me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Though in life you have been faithful, and though in life you have been so good, with every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire, and in the darkest nights You are close like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend. And I have lived in the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Your good is running after, it's running after me. Your good is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I'm surrendered now. I give you everything. Your good is running after, it's running after me. Your good is running after, it's running after me. Your good is running after, it's running after me. Your good is running after, it's running after me. Your good is running after, it's running after me. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Yes, and all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I'm gonna sing of the goodness of God. I'm gonna sing of the goodness of God. Ay taghang na rin naghahanap, pagmamahal na sadyang wagas, isang paglingap na nagbibigay sa aking buhay ng tibay at lakas. Sa dinamin ng taang tinahak, tanging sa'yo pala ang kasagutan. Panginoong mahal, ikaw palang may hawak, susi sa ligaya magpakailanman. Ikaw palang nagbibigay liwanag at pag-asa at tila isang ngiti na sa aking naglilingking. Ikaw palang kailangan tugon sa aking dasal, tagbay at pagmamahal na walang hanggan. kay nasa aking buhay. Anong pagsubok man, ika'y nakaalalay. Kaibigan kang hindi malilimutan. Ikaw pa lang nagbibigay liwanag at pag-asa at tila isang ngiti na sa akin naniningning. Ikaw pa lang kailangan tugon sa aking dasal. Kapay at pagmamahal na walang hanggan, gano'n ang kadalas kita nalikuran at katahan. At papatawadayakan lagi mong daan kailanman. Ikaw ba'y handa akong tanggapin, tanggapin. Ikaw pa lang yung nagbibigay liwanag at pag-asa. Tila isang ngiti na sa akin nagniningning. Ikaw pa lang kailangan tugon sa aking dasal. Gabay at pagmamahal, gabay at pagmamahal na walang
Wow, napakaganda naman ng song na inihandog nyo sa amin, Tita Josie, no? Very heartwarming, very inspiring, and I'm sure yung mga viewers natin nag-enjoy sila at talaga na-touch sa awitin na ibinahagi mo sa amin. So again, thank you so much, Tita Josie. So we have to say goodbye for now. Pansamantala naman ito, no? So always be reminded, mga viewers out there, that we can make a difference in our homes, we can make a difference in our work, we can make a difference in our school, we can make a difference in our church. Ayan. We can make a difference in everywhere we go and whatever the things that we are going to do or yung ginagawa natin, we can always make a difference because lagi tayong nasa Panginoon, and always be reminded that we are God's masterpiece. Ayon nga po sa Ephesians 2:10. Kung meron kang pinagdadaanan, kapatid, kaibigan, whether malaki man yan pinagdadaanan mo or maliit, namumroblema ka sa buhay mo, sa pamilya mo, sa gusto mo, sa plano mo, sa kung saan-saan, sa spiritual mo, anything, kung may problema ka, kaibigan, don't worry. Why? Because you are God's masterpiece. Hindi lang tayo nilikha ng Panginoon dahil gusto niya. Nilikha niya tayo with a purpose, with a reason, at nilikha niya tayo ng the best as possible na ginawa niya tayo ayon nga sa kanyang wangis. Kaya cheer up ating mga viewers or kaibigan sa oras na ito at isang mapagpalang gabi sa inyong lahat. So again, Tita Josie, the floor is yours. Kung meron kang gustong i-shout out, batiin, i-promote, give it away.
Oo nga pala, salamat DJ Happy sa pagkakataong makapagsalita ako at makapag-announce naman. Salamat sa mga nagsipagdalo, dumating, nagsipagsimba dito sa ating month-long anniversary, 125th anniversary celebration natin, and there will be more activities and this celebration of our 125th. At ipagpapatuloy ko pa rin bigyan ng paanyaya ang mga taong pwedeng tumulong, kayo lahat na pwedeng magbigay ng inyong pagpapala, makibahagi ng inyong mga pagpapala at magkaroon ng realization ng construction ng ating multipurpose building project. Ito po ay isang building kung saan tayo ay pwedeng mag-converge, makagawa ng meeting, mga gathering ng ating mga kasamahan sa iglesia. At pwede rin nating ibahagi ito sa mga taong mga walang mapuntahan for now. Like for instance, yung mga galing sa probinsya at mga may street children na there are now privileged as well with us here in the multipurpose to be housed once in a while and given the feeding and continuing education about their spirituality, no? And binabati ko rin ang aking mga Pakudan clan dyan na kung saan ay nagkaroon kami ng celebration last month. Pakudan, relatives and friends. Magkakaroon tayo ng celebration and that would be the 8th Pakudan clan celebration on January 30, 2025. Please invite everyone, and this is a global celebration as everyone will be converging in Ilocos Sur, and that will be an advantage of us all. And again, I congratulate you, DJ Happy, for having continuously promoted this with the help of your team, si Larayam, si AJ, at
You're
si...
most welcome po. Yes.
Sino pa yung ibang kasama dyan? Si Seyan and Pastor Admin. Thank you for having pursued this very wonderful undertaking that continuously spread its mission, its ministry, and its advocacy that is really giving anyone the opportunity to not only share what has been blessed with, but also to infect anyone, see more about the works of a Christian for Christ.
So this is DJ Happy saying, pagpapala pa more and keep the faith, everyone. God bless us all.